What's up, guys? And yes, I see you.
Hey, did you hear this? The Brotanical Garden's back for another episode of the podcast? Oh,
What?
Captain, you know what to do.
Roll it.
Roll it!
Welcome to the Brotanical Garden. To ensure nourishment to the saplings, make sure you spread your seed. Coming up in this week's episode,
He's like, this is the guy you gave the cookie to. I was like, all right, cookie guy.
Goes comment crazy and just pops
He's a
off.
keyboard warrior.
30-minute podcasts. People are apparently more willing to give them a watch. And he pulls out a traffic cone and he just throws it out the car.
Sorry. Hey, you little mongrel. What is a mongrel?
Bitch.
You know what a mongrel is?
It's a pro Fortnite player.
But really, what is it?
It's like a little hooligan. I don't know what a mongrel is. Kind of sounds like a small animal.
It's a dog of no definable type or breed.
So it's a mutt.
It's a mutt, yeah. So a mutt is a mongrel. You little mongrel. So I just called my dog a mongrel, which is probably like
That's fucked up, actually.
That's pretty fucked up. I'm sorry. You can't see her, but she's right here. She's licking her ass now, but okay.
Oh, okay.
Hey everyone, welcome back. Sorry to do that, but
Hey, everybody.
I just had to know. So yeah, we missed last week, and I bet you were expecting one yesterday, but hey, we're here now because Kevin, take it away.
New format. So, we've been told by a couple different people that,
AKA my mom,
and others, that an hour is a lot, and it's an hour if you're not just like at work, not really paying attention to it. An hour can be a lot to just like sit down and watch. There are people that do like to apparently pay attention to our podcasts. When I mean, like, I didn't think that was a thing, but I appreciate it. Right? So if they're split up into 30-minute podcasts, people are apparently more willing to give them a watch, and an hour can seem daunting. So, with that being said,
I mean, I really don't know if, fun fact, the cat version of a mongrel is called a moggy. So
a moggy?
Yeah.
It's pretty similar to Mozzie.
I know, right? Which is your cat's name.
Mm-hmm.
Mozzie the Moggy. Yeah, so we don't really know if we're going to do like part 1, part 2, if they're going to be like standalone episodes, but they'll definitely have different topics, so it won't be like a continuation. We'll try not to do like a continuation of 1 to 2. Like if we're in the middle of talking about something, we're going to finish that in the first one, so on and so forth. It'll probably take a couple weeks to like get used to, but
Yep.
you'll get 2 a week, so you'll get 1 on Tuesday, 1 on Thursday is what we're shooting for right now, which is in the middle of the work week, so it gives you that 30 minutes if you're at work or on the commute home or to work, depending on when you want to listen, watch, do whatever. But yeah, right. So we're gonna try it out and see how it goes, and then we'll go from there.
So I think today's format will kind of partially be a like continuation part B, but it also won't be, kind of like a little bit of a hybrid in between those two.
I really don't know.
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to wait and find out, because we are too.
True.
Yeah. Anyway.
But we missed last week because I was out of town and we are not proactive. I was in Florida visiting my sister.
Nice.
More specifically, Orlando. You know her, right?
Yeah.
Big fan. Down in Orlando at the Walt Disney Nuts World. And sorry, my mom texted me and said, "You saw Kevin?" Question mark, question mark, question mark. And I was like confused, but it was a different Kevin.
Oh.
Should I tell who Kevin is? That's not you, so everyone's not confused.
Sure.
Okay, I'll keep it short and sweet. So basically,
Well,
I went to
yeah.
I went to high school, and there's this guy that he was older than us. I really don't know how old he is, to be honest. But he has special needs. He's not. I think he's on the autistic spectrum somewhere.
Okay.
Had a really rough home life. It was just super involved with school. And everybody knows him because he was always he was the guy that you heard before you saw him.
Right.
And he had these catchphrases, and we always, cut up with him and made him feel included. But the dude was wicked smart with the most random things. So he would he knew what everybody drove as far as like a vehicle.
That's
like
crazy.
he would tell you make, model, year, color. He was super into like dealership catalogs, and he would circle and he would like write down names next to cars in the catalogs, like of who owns that at the school.
Jeez.
But basically he eventually, I guess if you're not employed with the school, once you're a certain age, you're no longer like allowed to be on the school property.
Gotcha.
Like during school hours, like he can
Yeah.
go to like extracurricular, like football games and whatnot. But
Yeah.
I guess for like the past 7 years, he works at Publix.
Oh, okay.
So he bags groceries, and every time I go in there, I look for him. But if he sees you, he's gonna be like, "Oh, Clay Moreland,"
Yeah.
and I'll be like, "Oh, Kevin." I'm not gonna drop his last name, but he's like, "You've been, you just go back and forth, be like, hey, you've been doing all right," and he's like, yes, I have." Real Southern boy, but every time you see him, he's like, "You know what we got to do?" And I was like, "Yep, Kevin, we got to take a picture," and then he'll post it on Instagram and Facebook and tag you. And his
Oh my
captions
gosh.
are always so funny. It's just like, "I saw my good friend Clay Moreland," and puts it all out, and then it's like, "I'm glad I got to see him." It's just, it's just good.
Heartwarming moments, man.
Yeah, that guy, he is so well known in the hometown. It's like everybody loves him. If you
For a
hate
good
Kevin,
reason too.
yeah, he's yeah. So my mom just texted me, said, "You saw Kevin," so I guess she saw the Facebook post.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it threw me. It checked me. But I'm sorry, everyone. You just cut it. You can cut that.
So.
Oh shit.
Oh. Ooh, nice.
Shine bright like a diamond. I feel like I was blending in a little bit.
Oh, you're popping now.
Sorry.
Okay. How was Disney World, man?
It was good. It was good. We were there for a few days. Drank a lot at the most inconvenient times. Not inconvenient, just not when you usually have beverage.
Yeah. Yeah.
I was waking up and like double shot of Grey Goose in the coffee kind of
Wow.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah. So my mom and I were just like borderline alcoholics throughout the day.
After you go a certain amount of times, you have to like really learn how to spice things up a little bit, and it seems like both of you guys do that very well now.
Oh yeah. And it was more of a laid back trip. Like, cause usually we're like, we got to ride every ride while we're here, got to hit up all the attractions. And this one, it was like, fuck it, let's sit down for an hour at this table and like, eat some food, get a couple drinks, and just watch people and make fun of them.
Yeah, people watching is really hilarious sometimes.
And there's a lot. It was spring break, spring break time. So there's a bunch of like senior trips and high school band kids, and it was the first night, and it was me, my two sisters, and my sister's friend, and it was just us. Mom was not there yet. She didn't make it to Florida till later. But we're chilling, and we're just snacking, eating some food, chatting it up, and this high school kid walks up to me, and he's like, "Do y'all want this cookie?"
Oh god.
And they're big ass chocolate chip cookies, and I was like, "What'd you do to it?" And he's like, "Nothing, I swear." I was like, okay. And everybody's kind of like just side-eye him a little bit. Like, okay,
Yeah.
what's this guy's, like, what's up with the cookie? And, like, I'm checking all these little chocolate chips, make sure it's not a dingleberry on there or something.
Yeah.
But it's hot, you know, so the chocolate's a little melted, so it's hard to tell.
They'd all
I was
mess
like, all right,
into
man.
one. Yeah.
I was like, did you? I was like, all right, I'll let you know if I got the runs later. And he was like, huh, and then walked away.
Yeah.
Next day, different park, I'm going in to take a piss. In front of me is the cookie guy. And I go, cookie guy? I literally like pointed, I was like, cookie guy? He turns around, he's like, what? I was like, dude, you gave me a cookie yesterday, right? I don't know how I recognized him. He was like, yeah, I did. And then he tried to strike up a conversation in the doorway of the bathroom. He's like, so where you from, man? And I'm like, dude, there's people walking by.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I'm from North Alabama. What about you? He's like, yeah, Iowa. It was like a 30-hour bus ride. I was like, fuck
Oh
that.
my god. Yeah.
And then all his little buddies are coming out of the bathroom. He's like, this is the guy you gave the cookie to. I was like, all right, cookie guy. And I fist bumped him and walked away.
Yeah.
But that was probably that wasn't the highlight. I mean, we ate some damn good food. But it was really nice. It was good to hang out with my sister and you know, see everybody and spend
So-
good quality time with the fam.
Speaking of spring break, I can't be too demeaning because I know I was a crazy spring break kid at one point in my life, especially
Right.
when I was like in high school. We saw a group of kids on the highway the other day, and they had like, it seemed like they didn't really know what they were doing on the highway. Obviously, probably like a young driver or whatever. But me and
Okay.
Rachel, we were just coming home from dinner, and they just zoomed past us, going like they probably touched like 95. And I see a kid stick his head out of the passenger window.
Uh-huh.
I'm like, what is going on? And he pulls out a traffic cone, and he just throws it out the car, going 95 miles an hour. And it just starts bouncing and sputtering around the highway into incoming traffic.
Incoming, like,
Well, like, you know, cars behind him and stuff. They were
Oh, yeah,
swerving
yeah,
out
yeah.
of the way. I was like, if that took a back bounce, man, that could be like a windshield.
no, that's a person.
Yeah,
Like
'cause
that's their
you know
life.
How heavy, you know how heavy those things are.
Yeah, and it's going 80 miles an hour.
Even like just hitting it, I feel like would definitely damage your car if it got underneath.
Oh, yeah.
You know.
Oh yeah.
So-
Have you seen tires like fall, like break off the axle?
Oh yes.
Did
I
you
just
see the
saw
one-
a video. Yes.
Yes.
Shot up in the air.
Yes, like,
Oh my god.
and that's probably like what, a 50-pound tire? Mm-hmm. And it launched a vehicle
Probably
like in
30 feet.
20, 30, yeah, 20, 30 feet in the air. Imagine a traffic cone, maybe like 10 pounds, 15 pounds, depending on the cone.
I mean, you're definitely at least getting a little bumpage on the road.
You're getting a little air, but I mean, if that hits windshield, that's like Final Destination, like the logs going through the windshield.
yeah.
You're getting speared by a traffic cone. Did they get
So-
arrested? Like, what the fuck? Did
They
anybody
just
call
drove
it in?
off. No, they just drove off, and like that was it. And like on one side of my brain, I was like, those damn kids, and then on the other side, I was like, I did some really stupid stuff. Not that. No, I never. did
Not that stupid. That's like life
some-
endangering.
That's like you could kill somebody on accident, sort of thing, or on I mean, technically they meant to do it, so it's like
Yeah, but it's just like just doing dumb shit.
right.
That's
so,
how you get locked up.
But yeah, like the next day, I saw this kid in like a store. He like went up to some old guy, and his like friends were like watching him, obviously fueling his fire. And he was like, "Do you like my hat?" And I was like, "Oh God, it would take all of me to like, if I was that old man, to not just like." And no, the old man was like, "Yeah, I like your hat." He's like, "Oh yeah, it's like my 9th yes today." He just walked away. It's like, God, that just triggers me, man.
It's just cringe. To
And then like the
extreme.
friends like laugh, like they just pulled a prank on the old man or something
Right.
like that.
I mean, that one's
like-
pretty harmless.
It is. It's super harmless, but it's like in the same sense of just like, God, I cannot believe I was that kid.
I mean, there's the other ones
10
that's
years
like
ago.
they throw like the pillow or whatever, and they like
Yeah,
hits the
yeah.
person. They act like they got hit. That one's
Oh,
pretty
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
But like, I would want to like, I don't know, because they would never do it to somebody our age, because we would know. It would have to be somebody like older. So I can't. That's one thing. I can't wait to like be in my 50s and just absolutely fuck with everyone.
Oh my God, I didn't even tell you this. So I had I randomly stumbled upon, I can't say that. Alicia randomly stumbled upon on TikTok someone that we know that had gone viral because they were pranked in a Home Depot.
Oh no.
So so it's freaking kids in there just like pulling pranks on people and then trying to get a reaction. So a kid was in a Home Depot with binoculars, getting in people's faces and just staring at them.
Why'd you say it like that?
Huh?
Why'd you say it like that?
Binoculars?
Binoculars?
Binoculars? Is that how you do it?
No, you're saying it how it's spelled. I've just never heard anyone say binoculars. It's always been binoculars.
You're making me second think.
That's
also not a word I use a whole lot.
Very true. But it's like the north, I feel like it's the north-south thing, or the midwest
Maybe.
South. Binoculars, binoculars.
People in the north that are listening to this, if I'm still saying it wrong, even though I'm saying it how it's spelled, like just hit me up, and I'll have to work on that one. Anyway.
You'd be in the mirror, just binoculars.
So, you remember Tess and Nate, right?
Of course. Yeah, just
So they have an aunt, and we have gone to this aunt's place in Florida.
You mean aunt?
Yeah. They have an aunt or whatever. And we've gone to their place in Florida multiple times on vacations and stuff like that.
I'm aware. Yeah.
So Alicia's, I'm still name dropping. My sister's going through TikTok, scrolls, and it's freaking the aunt, Tess and Nate's aunt in Home Depot. The kid is staring at her, and she's like kind of like a tom girl, sort of like, I don't know, seems like what am I trying to say?
A dyke?
Like you yeah, I mean yeah.
Okay.
And like definitely someone that I wouldn't like necessarily fuck around with, really.
Right.
And like always super nice or whatever. But anyway, kid gets up in her face and she is like buying white spray paint.
Yes.
And so she's got spray paint in her hands. And she's like, get out of my face. Get out of my face. And he's still doing it. And she's like, how you like this, huh? And she sprays the spray paint on the dude's binoculars.
No
like, how you like
way.
that? How you like that? How you like that? and the kid is like, whoa. And then he's like, oh my God, what did I just get sprayed with? He's like overreacting big time. And then he goes up to her. He's like, hey, I'm just curious. Like, what did you spray me with? Why did you have to damage my property? Because I could go to the authorities right now and like sue you. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And and he's like, no, we got it all on video, ma'am. And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. And so he goes over to a cop he finds in Home Depot.
Of course.
And he's like, technically, you can film people in stores. You can, and she did damage your property. And yeah, it was just like, that's kind of how it ended. And it was like, oh my God, dude.
Did you get a continuation of that story, though?
No, I didn't. I have not followed up on it.
Should maybe follow up on that one.
Yeah.
Because, like, I just... speaking of TikToks, I filmed one recently.
You did?
Yeah.
Did you?
I don't know. Have you seen it?
I think it might have been posted on the Brotanical Garden or TikTok.
Yeah.
All of our viewers would have already seen it because they all watch all of them.
Yeah, all 956 of them.
So what was it? What was your premise on that?
So I told you and some other friends that I was going to Disney World, and they sent me I think it was an Instagram reel of someone performing a TikTok, and there's like, you got to remake this when you go. And I was like, okay, I will. And so I promised them that I would, and I came, I held my promise.
And
Yeah.
what was that TikTok describing, or should we just watch?
I think we should just unveil it. Should we do the reference first, or should we just go straight in with mine?
We'll do the reference first, for sure.
Okay.
So this is the one you tried to recreate, right?
Yes, this is my reference. This is the one I saw.
All right, let's see this thing. Here we go.
Hey now, this is what dream.
She's... So obviously off the top, super cringe, right?
Yes.
Like,
Yes,
I
so
love
cringe.
Disney World. I like Disney World a lot. I like a lot of things that Disney now owns, like Marvel, Star Wars, I grew up watching Disney movies, like most kids, I would think. But the whole Disney adult thing has, like, kind of been getting thrown around as, like, oh my God, it's, like, not cool to like Disney now for whatever reason. If you're a Disney adult, you're cringe, blah, blah, blah. I'm a proud Disney adult, and everybody can lick my nuts. But, but I mean, so that was my inspiration, and I had a one-take wonder.
Oh, it was one take, huh?
It was one-take wonder, yeah. And this was like, we were about to leave. I was like, hang on, we're not coming back to this park. I need to go make this TikTok real quick.
Yeah.
I was like, okay.
you do.
And so we...
First, another thing, too. I mean, this is her saying, seeing the castle for the first time since COVID. It's like, this isn't even the first time you've seen it. Like,
Right.
This couldn't have changed that much since the last time you saw it. And you're
It
about a
hasn't.
mile away from the video, it looks like.
Yeah, that's Disneyland. That's not Disney World.
Oh, this is different. So this is not Disney World.
Correct. I was in Disney World, and I was way closer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I've never been to Disneyland, so I don't know how close you can get, but we were pretty close. And yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So here's your remake. All right, here we go.
Hey now, this is what dream.
Personally, I like yours more.
Well, yeah, it was way more over dramatic. I didn't have a Disney shirt on, shame on me, but I did have to borrow the ears. The fanny pack actually is mine. So I wore that every day, and I have for like the past 3 trips that we've taken.
Fanny packs are so clutch.
It's essential, dude. I'm not trying to wait in that bag check line when you first get into the park and they have to check your bag. If you have a fanny pack, you just walk through the metal detector. You're good.
It's clutch.
Yeah,
So-
and I'll just have my phone in my hand and be like, here you go.
Was there anything else you wanted to comment?
Yes. Speaking of comments, there's obviously it's the internet. People aren't gonna get every reference. Also, they're not gonna hold back what they really feel. So there was a few comments on there. I don't know if can you pull it up from there?
Yeah, probably. Oh. Okay.
Oh, lovely. So the caption was I haven't seen the
Oh, that's not what I wanted.
Whoa, live editing. So I think the caption was I haven't seen the castle in a year or something like that.
Yeah.
And so
I don't know if I can zoom out, but
that's okay.
here's our first
We'll
comment.
We'll start with the bottom.
So
God,
it's-
this is cringe. I hate Disney adults.
So obviously, this person does not know that you're just spoofing.
And that's on me, I guess. I didn't do the side-by-side duet or whatever.
Right.
I just, let it ride as is. The second one, Darth Hydra, my favorite.
That is my favorite.
Obviously he's a Disney fan because he's, Darth Vader, and then Hydra's Marvel.
Right.
Entitled little bitch. Haven't seen it once and couldn't care less. Oh, that's my favorite, dude. It
Dude,
makes me
that
laugh
one-
every time.
That is totally the guy that, okay, either one of two ways. In my opinion, it's either the guy who's like just getting out all of his anger Like when he gets on TikTok, he goes comment crazy and just pops
He's a
off.
keyboard warrior. He's a keyboard warrior for sure.
Or he's actually triggered because he's jealous.
I think he's like super jealous because Darth Hydra.
Darth Hydra.
You know I had to like it.
Okay,
Should we?
never mind. We won't.
1998. Go Bolts 1980 with the OMG what the hell. That's just
Which is nice little lighthearted OMG.
Yeah.
This is ridiculous. I love it.
This is yeah. Anothin Williams, hard to watch, no. Hard while watching, yes. Okay.
Yes. Which
I've seen that trend, but I mean
that is a trend. I mean, it's not original, but I appreciate it, and it's a little compliment, something to make you feel better about yourself.
Right.
First time seeing the castle in 2 weeks.
Okay, yeah. Well, I would have the same reaction. Just
This is me with the Land Pavilion. What is that? Now, can you explain that to me?
Yeah. The land is a section of the park in Epcot. So that's where your Soarin' ride is. That's where the rotating restaurant is. It's where we're living with the land ride is. It's just, just a little attraction part in Epcot. And the last one, 21 years since birth, never seen a castle, let alone Disney.
And that's just I kind of feel bad for him. It seems like he is jealous, wants to see a castle, even if it's not Disney. So, Topher, shout out to you. Hopefully you find a castle that you can look at.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, that TikTok got like 900 views, so there should be 900 people watching this right now. So, Topher, shout out to you, because I know you're in here. Not.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely not. But anyways.
Anyway, I think now, because obviously, okay, I feel like we definitely kind of get going with our podcast as time goes on.
Right.
So I think we give them kind of a what to expect for Thursday, and we just pinch it off here.
See, but so that's the thing. Like, are we going to close it out each time?
Do we close it out? Do we do a super corny, like, out of time this week or this episode, next episode, look out for, and we just say like hot keywords that they can look forward to? Or do we just dry cut?
We don't dry cut. That's too rude.
We never dry. Yeah,
but I think we mix it up a little bit here. I don't think we do our typical pinch it off. I think pinch it off is for the Thursday episode, because that's like pinching it off for the week. Maybe we just
treat
do like
as if it's one podcast, and we just say,
I don't know. So maybe we should just like slowly just like fade away. I think it's still. I mean, you don't have to go the same way as me, but yeah. But I'm still here. Oh, by the way, next Thursday, North Korea. What?
North Korea.
Bad hygiene.
Bad hygiene.
Whoa.
TikTok dying.
Whoa. Is it? Find out Thursday.
See you next time.